What's up, Planeswalkers? Justin, aka 6, back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. My hair was fine a second ago. Who cares? Anyway, today we're playing some good old-fashioned Historic. We're playing Tempered Steel. Why are we playing Tempered Steel? Well, we're playing Tempered Steel because we got this, and most importantly, we got this. So, Tempered Steel is an aggressive artifact strategy where you play a bunch of artifacts early, and you play Tempered Steel, and you kill your opponent. Now, for what it's worth, Tempered Steel has fallen out of favor, in Historic at least, because you have access to a lot of blue cards that have affinity for artifacts, but I don't want to play that. I'm not basic, right? I wanted to play something my own. So we're playing 4 Yotian Frontliner. Fantastic card. It comes back, so you don't care if it dies. It can buff your other creatures. It all in all is pretty good. Esper Sentinel is just, if you're playing Historic and you're playing white, you probably can make room for this. It's an early aggressive creature, and it forces your opponents to likely draw you cards, which, when you're playing an aggro deck, is not good for them. We got 2 Skrelv Defector Mites. I don't know how good this is, but the thing is, right, it is an artifact. The toxic does not matter. But you can use it to, like, push through for that last bit of damage, which is very nice. We got 2 Lion Sashes main. We have 2 Lion Sashes, like, maybe we should have 3 and 3 with a Patchwork Automaton. But, there's plenty of graveyard shenanigans going around right now, and Lion Sash can grow. It works well with the rest of your artifact stuff, and if you have to, you put it on a different artifact, and bada bing, bada boom, you have a little bit of protection against board wipes. Skrelv's Hive, you just get an artifact creature every turn, and if you're able to get your opponent corrupted, which is all you really need in this thing, then, your creatures with Toxic have lifelink. That's pretty cool. For Patchwork Automaton, it has Ward, it grows. You'll like to see it. Starting out as a 1/1 is not great, but being able to go, like turn 1, any of these, turn 2, Patchwork into turn 3, either, right, something that buffs it so it's not just a 1/1, or like a 2-drop and a 1-drop. Those are all pretty good lines. Again, it starts out kind of weak, which is why I do consider switching it with a 3/3 split with Lion Sash, but who knows. Seal Overseer. It also starts out low, but it makes your dudes very large very quickly. You just start tapping, making your things bigger. You have some of that nice eventuality there. For Charge of the Mites, technically speaking, right, this is like a draft common, right? But it's one of the things that Tempered Steel, I think, needed, is a good removal spell that also is, like, this is just 2 artifact creatures, right? This essentially is, with, like, Tempered Steel out, for example, this is 3 mana for 6 worth of power across 2 bodies. That's really good. And then, of course, if you're flooding the board and your opponent happens to play like one big dude that's kind of making it so you can't really attack, pew, gone. So really nice. Tempered Steel, the namesake of the deck, it just makes your things very large. Chief of the Foundry is kind of like backup Tempered Steel. It's easier to cast, which is nice. It has a body, which is kind of great, but it doesn't give the same amount of boon. We have 2 Nettlecyst. It's possible we should be playing more. The Azorius Affinity Lifts I've seen have run more Nettlecysts, but they also run a lot of like artifact lands, and I don't know if I can get away with that because we do want the double white like on turn 3. So it is a little bit more difficult. So, Plated Onslaught. This is a 5 mana cost. What's it doing in a deck that wants to go low and only has 20 lands? This has affinity for artifacts. This is going to cost you 2 mana. This is going to kill your opponents. Again, This is kind of my dilemma, is these 2 are pretty large finisher cards, and I'm just not sure the right, like, percentages of all of these cards. We got 2 Eiganjos. It taps for white, so it's fine. And then you can use it, if you have to, right, to yeet something that is too big. for toughness is not that large, but still. 16 planes, and then 2 Blinkmoth Nexuses. Again, the meta base probably could be a little bit better. Maybe you do have room to throw in some of the artifact lands, the indestructible one and then the treasure one, to give you a little bit more artifacty stuff, and then maybe you put in like Mirror Enforcer, which has affinity, but I'm not sure. But Blinkmoth Nexus is very nice because it turns into an artifact that flies only for a single mana, right? So it's generally a pretty strong card. Do I want 3 of these? 7 is 18 right now. I think you only need technically 16, so we're going to go ahead and get a third of that. Yeah. And then there are cards in my sideboard. Those are just cards that, like, I considered, but I didn't actually put in the deck. So what happened in some games? The first game that I actually played my practice match was against Blue-White Affinity, and I won. Because they had, like, they were doing all these, like, janky things. You just go wide and kill your opponent. Playing against a Weeb. I don't even have the Weeb sleeves. Sad. Turn 2 Skrelv's Hive. Yeah, I mean, we're going first. We don't have a 1-drop, which is sad. It's possible I should have more than 10. It's possible I should have 12 1-drops. But I don't play aggro very frequently, so. My opponent potentially has a 1-drop. Oh, we're playing against this deck. Okay. That is a potential issue. I'm actually going to play Steel Overseer first. And then next turn, I think I'm... There's a combo where I just die. This is not the combo where I just die, but it's a combo where I almost die. Yeah, I watched a video with someone who played this nonsense. That doesn't have trample. We actually can't take, like, any damage here. Okay. So I think we just play Chief of the Foundry and block. And then next turn we play Patchwork and Skrelvs. We block with Patchwork. Then I don't have a creature that can block. So the reason you can't block... Crap. Or the reason you couldn't not block is they have, like... They don't have Fling exactly, I don't think. But they have ways of getting, like, trample and stuff. Yeah. Very unfortunate. This is actually just a loss. This is just a game that you can't win. It's either they have it or they don't. And they had it, so. They didn't have to mulligan either. And that's one of the issues when you play aggro, is that if you're playing against a combo deck, it's do they have the combo before you can kill them. They had the combo in their opening hand, so. Yeah, that was turn 2 attack, right? Yeah, they Colossus Hammer on 1, played the Fire Dude, and equipped it, yeah. So, it happens. It'll happen more often in the weirder formats like Historic. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't play Historic. It's a good hand. Esper Sentinel into Skrelv's Hive. Into probably Charge of the Mites. 1/1 Haste Goblin. Not what I expected at all. Really? Why Raging Goblin? I feel like there are better goblins. Is just like low drop haste goblins? Interesting. I have 3 cards left. I'm just gonna play Steel Overseer here. Next turn, probably Charge of the Mites. No, never mind. They had all 3 Raging Goblins in their opening. I find that interesting. I guess I'm gonna play Skrelv and Skrelv's Hive. So very strange. We don't block because we can't block. I see. Interesting. I'm dead. Curses. Freaking raid bombardment. Kill one of those. So if I charge of the mites, and I kill one of those, I only get hit for 4. I go to 3. I can't block, so I go to 1. And I died on my own Skrelv Hive. Yeah. Unfortunate. It literally was just 1-drop 1/1s. Not looking great so far. Not gonna lie to you, not looking great so far. This is the curse of the recording. It's come back. I crush my practice match, and I come in here and I lose. Scorp. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Seems fine to me. Blue. Interesting. And snow covered. Are you bouncing my Yotian? A very strange bounce, if that happens. I mean, kind of understandable. Oh, interesting. Play Steel Overseer here. No need to attack, yep. Cast this. Does not appear to resolve. Oh, they just do that? Okay, that's fine. I do not remotely care. We can do this whenever. So yeah, our creatures should be growing way faster than theirs. Maybe what, a 4/4? They're activating that at weird times. Oh, it's the one that flies. Okay. If you hear a lot of noise, it's because the Super Bowl is on. The Superb Owl is what I said. Go ahead, block. Do it, coward. I guess there's no reason not to add the 2 damage there. It's fine. Tap target permanent. All right, what you targeting? Oh no. Okay. Why am I only coming against aggro decks in Historic right now? I'm playing against 1-drop tribal again, but this time blue. I mean, I can't really block like any of these, so I'm just gonna attack and like force my opponent to block. There's like 0 chance we lose this, right? Even if they play favorable wins. Even if they play 2 favorable wins, doesn't really do anything. So if they didn't have Fairy Miscreant in hand, they absolutely should have blocked with this instead of Spectral. 2 counters. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, you were going to die. They can't attack. Well, they're dead. Give it to you. Was that BM? Yes. But it was very light BM because it was fast. If what I was doing was slow, then it'd be worse BM. Don't do as I do. Only do as I say, which is don't do that. try and find a game against not mono 1-drop aggro. Like, let me get a fantastic hand against control, right? Esper Sentinel into Steel Overseer into Tempered Steel. Beautiful hand. We don't have a thing, but we are going first. Playing against a Lurrus deck. Okay. Could be a sack deck. Where's my guy? Okay, that was strange. I think we play Overseer first. Alright, well, we play whichever they let us keep. They actually should take one of my creatures. Yeah. It's much more important to take a creature. Like, Tempered Steel means nothing if I don't have creatures. The fact that they took... they have removal, almost certainly. They have... Thoughtseize instead, okay. I'll still... Whatever they take, I'll have a 3-drop. This is difficult. Because Chief of the Foundry makes it so I'm using my mana, like, properly, and I have large threats. Esper Sentinel means that my stuff is going to get replaced. I think we Esper Sentinel, and I think we immediately use Overseer. That's fine, it comes in tapped. Because this way, even if they... Like, they probably have a kill spell. So even if they do... Even if they do, I'm going to get something out of it. I guess unless... I guess it could be a 1-drop kill spell, they just pay for it. But then I guess they don't, like, do more to their field. Interesting. I guess maybe I should have played the Chief. But it's whatever. I think I just attack here, actually. Yeah, I mean, that's a 2-turn clock. So they can take one of my cards. They know both of them, right? Fatal push. Yep, they killed it. Thank you for the card. Charge of the Mite's actually a fantastic card to refuel with. Right. I guess they kill Overseer instead of taking a card. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. My 2 little dorks. Now, what I would love is if they don't remove cards in my hand, which they probably will, what I would love is a land so that I could play this, attack with both of these, and also have this up. But I have to assume that they're going to take things from my hand. I have no idea if you can hear that, but my mother's downstairs just like, let's go! Yeah, okay, so they're going to discard Chief? Yeah. I think, yeah, that makes the most sense. What are you going to cast, though? Kill spells. Okay. I am in top deck mode. Wow. I guess they can just do that immediately. can do that immediately. That's why I like Charge of the Mites. They do this, they play that, yep. I can't block. They want to trade lures for that? I'm fine. They're trading lures for half of a card. Although I guess they're trading, like, they already got value off of that, so. They do have Bone Shards. They can't get Kolaghan's commands. So they still have a lot of stuff, and Arcanist decks tend to have plenty of value. I'll lose 3, I do not care. The real question, I guess, is... Oh, okay, they sack to draw some cards. Sure. So I have access to potentially 7 damage. Even if Yotian ends up dying, I can get it back very easily. Okay. Oh, they changed this card. Interesting. This only cost me 1 to bring back. I think that's fine. The vast majority of things in my graveyard, I guess they theoretically could have like graveyard hate or something. Curses. Well, I guess they would have done that. Yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. Okay. So the question is, do they attack before they play Kroxa? Let's see, what would I like to see here? This isn't terrible. Lion Sash. Lion Sash is what I want. But they're already playing their Kroxa. Do I still want Lion Sash? Yeah, probably. That... Oh, okay. Yeah, they have to kill the Mite, because the Yotian can come back. Damn. I need my Esper Sentinel to live. Yeah, that's what I assumed. This eats before. Yeah. No, that's right. I was doing this. I'm stupid. Shut up. Do they have a removal spell for my Esper Sentinel? It looks like no. I'm also just casting this because they could have Kolaghan's command and I'm not dealing with that. Okay. So now I can block Kroxa again. Oh, I die. Whoops. I don't think there's anything I could have done. Because I had to... Let's see, if I attack with both... I guess I get Nettlecyst. The Nettlecyst 3 creatures. They didn't have anything in their graveyard they could have used. Also, I implore you to actually, like, view match or view board afterward. And just, like, go, like, when you lose especially. And, like, go over, especially, like, your final decision. So I had the Yotian. I guess that's the thing, right? Is the Yotian had to attack, right? I couldn't just leave it in my grave for the following turn because Hive would eat it, right? So I essentially had to attack with that. They attacked with Kroxa last turn. Would they have blocked still? I guess they probably would have still blocked. So they probably still would have blocked the Yotian. I would have 2 creatures. The issue is I was still dead to getting hit by either Hive or Kroxa anyway. Yeah. Because I was at 6. Kroxa put me to 3. Yeah. That I either died to Kroxa or Hive. It was hard fought. Let's fight some more. Do you want to make any modifications? I do. Let's make a few modifications, shall we? Let's go ahead and do the thing that I thought of, thing that I considered. Do you want... There's another 1-drop artifact creature. Artifact. I don't think this is and. I think, yeah, I hate you, game. I hate you so much. Wizards, get your stuff together. I'm pretty sure it was Court Homunculus. No, it flew. The Swooping Lookout. The Swooping Lookout, I think, is very interesting. Which mana did I have at the end of that game? I should have paid attention. I had 4. And I had drawn a 5th. I shouldn't have 61 cards, though. I wonder if I should cut a Skrelv's Hive. No, I don't think I should. I guess I could cut Skrelv. No, I still need 12 total 1-drops. Because you really want to be playing the 1-drops. I'm gonna cut a... I guess I'm going to cut a Plated Onslaught. I don't love it. In fact, I'm going to let you know I hate it. But I want to see if the deck is stronger with a more consistent turn 1 play. Because getting those few hits in early can be the difference between winning and losing. The thing is, getting a big hit late can also be the difference. Ooh, I love this hand. I'm actually going to play Blinkmoth Nexus first. Going against a Yotian deck. So, probably control. So, let's see how this deck does against control. Obviously, if it's control, I would prefer if I had Esper Sentinel. Especially with a turn 2 Steel Overseer. But, Cast Levi. It's a boombox. Okay. Opponent is taking a little bit. Do not know what they're doing. Cheese. I would like to play the game, please. Anyway, while we're waiting. So Sight Unseen, right? The play, I think, is Yotian into Steel Overseer. This is why I'm not entirely sure about Patchwork, right? Like, I guess Steel Overseer is probably the only 2-drop I play before this. But yeah, like, if I do this, I don't have any more artifacts to cast. And this is casting artifacts, which is, you know, a boon and a bust. Because if it was, you know, an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, then it'd be a little bit, you know, better. But then it's, like, more susceptible to counter spells, but you know, it's a whole thing. Cheese, did you load up the game and then leave it, immediately like walk away? Yeah, this actually, yeah, I mean, it's probably charge of the mites on turn 3. And honestly, turn 4, it's probably just activate Blinkmoth Nexus and attack. Yeah, not entirely sure. We'll have to see if / when Cheese comes back. Okay. I'd like to play. I don't want to win by like having my opponent timeout, right? We take those. Like, do not get me wrong. We take those. But you don't love to take those. I feel like Cheese B. Cheese be gone. Right side of my hair has so much hair. Come on. Oh, thank you. No, it's fine. Yeah, let's do this. I might Nettlecyst before charge. No, we charge. No, we charge. Then we play Patchwork. Then we play Nettlecyst. Life gain? Not what I expected. Literally no reason not to do that. Next turn, I think I Patchwork. You're playing a dangerous game. And I'm activating this with its own mana just so it can get the... We wait all that time for Cheese. And they do that to me. Don't even let me kill them. Sag. We're going second. What? Who are you? What do you do? Because creature you control space power 3. Okay, sure. Oh, okay. Izzet Blitz. Izzet Blitz is not good for me. I think Overseer's too slow. I wish I was able to Lion Sash and remove that immediately. So much aggro in Historic, apparently. If you have a deck that just removes aggro, I think there's a place for you. I'm going to play Patchwork. Because I can't really be targeted. I can attack, thanks to Vigilance, but... next turn, we... Gosh, I guess if they don't cast that, we Lion Sash and consume it. Otherwise, if they do, we Frontier Lion Sash. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna Lion Sash and consume that. I'll take the 5. I will have to block soon. Because they do have reach. And burn, they have burn. To use that burn on my creatures, I think I'm alright. Generally. To target creature replace. What the frick? I have to go to 2 here. It's the only way I could potentially win. And unfortunately, it's not enough. Guess there's still a chance. But they have to, like, not have a spell for the rest of the game. Okay, well, I'm dead. Because I have to block with all of them, yeah. Block with all of them, I lose my creatures. Dang. If they weren't able to kill my my automaton, the world would have been my oyster. If only they were greedy with that burn spell, but they've probably been playing Izzet Blitz for a while. Actually, you know what? Let's change this to ranked. Maybe we'll find decks that aren't hyper aggressive. No? Filtrado. I'm keeping this hand. Why? It's just all aggro. Never didn't have it. But I guess I Skrelv's Hive? Oh, we Lion Sash. I have no words. I have actually no words. Blinkmoth Nexus can turn into a 1/1 and block as a 2/2. If you don't like playing as aggro, oh my actual god. If you don't like playing against aggro decks, do not play Historic right now. You know what? No. We're cloning. We're making some slight modifications. We're going against aggro. This is too slow for aggro. I probably shouldn't have put it in there, but whatever. That's too slow for aggro. Skrelv, again, we don't really want stuff like that. Mouser, perfect. Yeah, we're even going to get rid of that. Got 12 of these. Let's see. Yeah, if we're dealing with aggressive decks, then yeah, we don't even want this, I don't think. God damn it. My sister's over here asking questions. Three Nettlecyst is fine. I need 2-drop. Also, it shouldn't say artifact. It needs to be an artifact. Da-da. Instead of just, you know, saying you don't like a thing, adapt. Adapt. The thing is, we still have longevity. But now, theoretically, we'll have survivability. They're really yelling down there at the superb owl. Jegantha. Interesting. Well, we turn 1 Esper Sentinel, turn 2 Hive, honestly. Well, I guess turn 2 I could Justicar. JK, turn 2 is Steel Overseer. Literally every time. I'm gonna play like a Serum Visions or some nonsense. Play with fire. Okay. Jegantha, blue, red, play with fire. What? It's just spells? Very confused, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, we just cast things at this point. Steel Overseer, because if they can't kill my Overseer, I can play this and make it larger. What is the deck I'm going against right now? It can't be Counterburn, because this can't go face. They scry to the top. I don't know if that's, like, accurate. Okay. I assume they're going to kill my Steel Overseer in response. For you! Now I'm playing Hive. Yeah. Chief next turn. Then probably Sash? I guess, just a card. Alright. Magic players make me sad. I'm going to have the baseline deck be the actual deck, but I am gonna like throw the cards I subbed in the sideboard as well. It's essentially just a maybe board. But this Tempered Seal, okay. The thing with Tempered Seal, right, is that you need your creatures, and they start off not great. They need a little bit of time, like just a tiny bit of time to get bigger. But if you can't get that, right, if your opponent doesn't give you that tempo, then you're gonna lose. But if they do, if they hiccup just a little, they're gonna concede before you actually get a chance to play. So I cannot believe this. Anyway, check out my Twitch, link in description. Thank you, patrons for your continued support. My ability to do this is predicated entirely on your existence. If you would like to see me continue what I'm doing, link in the description as well. Patrons, they don't use the voice very often, but they actually get a voice in like what my channel does, videos and etc. etc. So if you want more input, link in the description. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this weird video. Hope you enjoyed the superb owl. Tomorrow will be Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna make a stupid deck. The name of the deck is going to be You Complete Me. That's all I can say. I don't know how well it's going to work, but it's going to be called You Complete Me. Yeah. Until next time, I will be one. I hate that I pressed the wrong button. I can't even tell if my end screen